My name is Juliana Fuller, and I was diagnosed with follicular lymphoma. When I was first diagnosed, I had a lot of anxiety. At first I was in denial, but as it started hitting me, the reality of it, I would wake up feeling anxious, my heart was racing, and at times I just felt really overwhelmed. What hit me the hardest when I found out about my diagnosis was when the oncologist said, look, we have good treatments for this, but we don't have a cure. I wasn't sure how I could make long-term plans. Probably the biggest challenge for me was coming to terms with this diagnosis and what that might mean for the rest of my life. I didn't know about LRF for a full year after my diagnosis. The questions that came to my mind at that time were, how does a young adult face this? That's what I found really helpful about the Lymphoma Research Foundation. I met a lot of other young adults and I got to meet people or talk on the phone or do FaceTime, and it's really been incredible. I felt like I was able to connect with other people who are facing those same challenges. I got to talk with another young woman who was about the same age with the same type of lymphoma, and she shared with me about how after her treatment she had had a baby. And I remember just breaking down and crying. There was something about hearing someone else say that they had gone through that and had a child that really brought me a lot of hope when I was just at the very beginning of it. After going to the educational forum, I was more informed to ask the kind of questions that could really help me understand treatment. We actually talked, my husband and I, and said, look, you know what? Let's go forward with a plan to have a baby. We had a baby in 2015, my daughter, and she's just a joy of our lives. And I really don't know if I would have come to that same decision without having the support of LRF. I can see that there's hope. I can see that there's an organization making a big impact in a disease that's affected my life quite a bit.